Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about Wildassault again. I know I've been making a lot of videos about it. I actually did delete the few videos about it, and I'm going to be making a updated version and my personal honest opinion of the game and where it's heading in this current direction. So, if you're new to the channel and don't know what Wildassault is, I'll give you a brief little intro of Wildassault. It is a third-person furry hero shooter with abilities. It has game modes like Capture the Flag and Raid, which you attack and defend. And there is also a game mode where it's Team Deathmatch or Random Deathmatch. In my opinion, you really won't see that too often. Not very many people play that because it is locked to a time limit, which is honestly kind of unfortunate because I do like the random deathmatch. It actually has some promise. And I don't know why the devs decide to have it locked to a certain time each day or each other day. And I also do want to mention at the top of the hour that they're currently working on a PvE event or PvE mode where I don't really know exactly what it is about, but I've heard it's like a Team Fortress 2 game mode. Like something to do with extraction, I think is what it was. I don't really remember off the top of my head. But it sounds interesting from what I hear, and I hope that it peaks the player base up a little bit more, because we definitely need some new players. And as for that, I'm going to get into the topics of this video. That we're going to be talking about the gameplay, the community, the player base, the anti-cheat, and my personal biased opinions, what they should add, and what else. Alright, so first topic we're going to talk about today is the gameplay. So, like I said, it's a third-person hero shooter with abilities, so take that with a grain of salt. Like I said, it has the 3 game modes. It technically has 2, and then there's another one in the work in progress. Hopefully it doesn't get locked like the death matches are. We're gonna talk about we're on the gameplay. Sorry. So I want to talk about some fixes for the gameplay, in my opinion, my biased opinion. There are a few Valiants that do need to be a little bit nerfed and balanced a little bit better. In my opinion, I think some of the Valiants that are 120 health, I think they should be at least 130 or 140 health. Not as powerful as some of the 150, 180. And I think, personally, the support should stay at 120 health, but, like, Uli, Marquez, and Heim should be 140 health. Then you got the other Valiants that have 150, which are the assault ones. I think Ryan is 150. Athena is another one that's 150. And then there's the snipers, of course. Croc and Jack are also 150 health. And then you got the Valiants. I think the two Vladimir and the Panda are also 170 health. So I think, personally, Marquez, Heim, and Uli should be at least 130, 140 health, around that range, just for a little bit more balance. And as for Norman, I think they still need to nerf his roar and also his ultimate. I was playing it on stream just the other day, and holy shit, it is still broken, and I don't know why they still keep that and say, oh, it's perfectly fine, we don't need to change it. So that's going to do it for the gameplay aspect. I'm going to move on to the player base itself. So as of recording this YouTube video, the Steam database, if you don't know what that is, you can go onto steamdb.info and look up any game and look at the active player base. As of right now, as of the last week, let's just say the last week, I would say, it has peaked at 114 active players, and that was, I don't remember what for, but I guess people just got into the game and were like, I guess what changed? Nothing's really changed since Season 4, in my opinion. We haven't gotten anything new in Season 5. And Yeah. So like I said, the past week, let's go to the past like 3 months. Let's just say the 3 months. So it looks like around the 1 year anniversary, the game spiked at 178 players. So that's good to see. Not really, but when you look at it from a 6 month standpoint, January it peaked at 400, and then it just went down a cliff. So just keep that in mind. It's a low player base, and I really hope that the PvE event really sparks people to come back and play the game, whether it be new players that are just getting into the game, or people that have quit and don't really want anything to do with this game anymore. I hope it really sparks a. I hope it sparks people to come back to the community. All right, so like I said, the player we just talked about the player base, it being small and hopefully trending in the right direction. Hopefully, we're going to talk about the community next. So we're going to be talking about mainly the Discord and Reddit server, or the Discord server and the Reddit forum. So, in my personal opinion, if you are brand new to this game, picking it up just today, and you're watching this video, highly recommend not joining that Discord. The reason being is it is a very toxic Discord. My personal opinion, I've talked to a bunch of other people that have actually left the Discord server. Some of the people like to talk. It's normal talk sometimes, but every so often you'll get someone that is really toxic, and then they'll just start self-loathing about themselves and how good they are at the game, and all sorts of other stuff. I don't really encourage that, and they also like to do it in-game too. If you're like actually against someone, they love to fucking talk about themselves and how good they are at the game and try and rage bait people. I don't really think a community is going to be healthy for that. I don't think the community's healthy enough. It doesn't have enough members for a toxic player base like Call of Duty. But from my standpoint, I have seen games die because of toxicity in communities. I'm talking about there used to be there was a game before Fortnite was released. It was by Epic Games, and I think it was called Paragon or something like that. I don't remember. It was like this game. It was a hero shooter, and it basically died because the community was toxic as fuck, and also the player base was low, just like this game is. So it gives me false hope about Wildassault being here in the near future, in the next few years. Like, give or take, it could drop off a cliff if the community doesn't like turn things around, be more accepting for new players, don't be so toxic. Like, really, I was literally in a game, I think a week ago. This was off a stream. I rarely even stream this game anymore, or even play it whenever I don't stream. And it's good to have streamers that stream this game, so other people can witness the game and see if they want to buy it themselves. That's the whole point of that, is like growing the community and like showing people, hey, this looks up my alley. I would actually like to play it sometime. Let me buy it on Steam. And then you got the community that could just ruin it for them, where they just become toxic. There's a bunch of people that like to rage bait in that Discord, and I don't really like that. So that's really turning away the new players. They don't really want to. They just want to have fun. And that even goes to my friend group that plays this game, or used to play this game. They don't even play it anymore, because people have gotten too toxic and they've gotten way too competitive about this. It's just a game to have fun. Don't be fucking toxic. It isn't a fucking Call of Duty 360, Xbox 360 party. Like, holy crap. Holy crap. I'm slurring my words because I'm genuinely passionate about this game and I want it to grow, but I don't really like some of the things that are going on. And going to the next part is going to be the anti-cheat. So this game has a anti-cheat, which is called Easy Anti-Cheat. If you don't know anything about the modding community like I do, I have heard only bad things about Easy Anti-Cheat, and games have died for using Easy Anti-Cheat. Granted, take it with a grain of salt. Rocket League, Fortnite, they also use Easy Anti-Cheat, but they're huge, huge, huge games compared to this tiny little game that is only peaking because all the furries want to play it. That doesn't really add up. So, like, I don't think very many people will actually drop out of playing like Call of Duty or something. They'll come over here or come over from Battlefield and come over and play this one whenever this community is so toxic and so bad. And that's not anything, there's no ill intent against the devs. They're doing all they can, and I trust them, but it's coming down to the wire where it's like, should we even be playing this game anymore? Is it even worth playing? Is it worth buying? Is it even fun anymore? And that just goes to the whole thing. Like, it's kind of just a sad story that, like, this game could possibly die here in the future. And I just want to make this video so the devs will listen to the community's concerns. Granted, I know they do speak a different language and understand a different language, but, like, some things really need to change. Otherwise, this game is going to be dead. It's not looking good. And yes, they are working on, like, adding new variants, but, like, people are putting a high pressure on a small development group. Sorry, they're putting high pressure on a development group, and they're like expecting, oh, next season we're gonna get a new Valiant, right? Oh, we didn't get a new Valiant. Did we get a new map? No, we didn't get that. We didn't get a new game mode? Really? All we got was just stupid fucking cosmetics? Just for a battle pass? That's all we got? We didn't get a new map? We didn't get a new Valiant? We didn't get a new game mode? Come on! Like, I can see it both ways. It's frustrating, yeah. I get it, but thankfully they are working on a game mode, and that brings me to my final point, where I want to see more game modes. I'm getting tired of playing Raid and Conquest. I hardly ever touch Raid anymore because it's always packed, and I just want to have fun. I don't want to fucking be competitive. I just bought this game for fun. I didn't really think it would be that big and that competitive and that toxic. Like, holy cow. But I guess things are changing, and it could be for a good thing, could be for a bad thing, but it's leading in all the bad directions. And I said on the last point, I want them to make more game modes. Like, for instance, like a Call of Duty game mode where it's like team deathmatch, and everyone has the ability to have frag grenades and smoke grenades. And smoke grenades are already in the game. And I can see, like, taking the hero abilities out and replacing it with, hey, here, you can have 2 frag grenades each time you respawn, and use your abilities to do that and replace it. Or have a secondary where it's like a knife or something. Any melee abilities that would make sense. Honestly, I would really like to see some, like, Call of Duty esque game modes and kind of similarities. I do like the Battlefield type shit, but I'm kind of getting tired of it, to be honest. It's getting repetitive. And overall, if you are a new player and are looking into buying this game, hold off. It might be too late to hold off, though, but as it stands right now, the game is not in a really good state for new players to come in and try it out and then just refund it. That's just gonna not be good for the community, in my opinion. So, if you are considering getting the game, great for you. Just keep in mind there are some things that are kind of jank with the game. Like, people complain about the gameplay. It's sometimes fixed, sometimes not. You got the community like the Discord. I would highly recommend not joining, but that's all your call. I could be wrong on some of the things, but I have only received negative stuff, especially people from that Discord. They have came over to my Twitch chat where I have had to ban them for being toxic in my Twitch chat. And that is one of my Twitch rules, and it's just unfortunate that the community has to target me. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm just giving my honest opinion, and people don't like it, I guess, and they come spread toxicity over to me, and I have to deal with it, basically. I mean, we can't grow up. We can't. The community can't grow up. I literally get stream sniped on the game when it's a low player base game. It's just like repetitive. I just want to play the game, enjoy it, leave me alone. And that's just the community. Like, man, it's just unfortunate. And like I said, if you're new and looking into it, just take my words with a grain of salt. But the game really isn't in a good spot for you to be wasting your money on it right now. I would be waiting until the PvE event comes out. I think things will get a little bit better once that is finally released. But as of right now, don't even bother spending $14.99, or even in general when it goes on sale. It's really not worth it. And also, don't even bother buying the DLC, the supporter pack, whatever it's called, the Panda pack. That is a waste of $15 if I've ever seen one. All you get is a avatar, the Valiant instantly unlocked, a calling card, a pose, and a skin. That's all you get for $15. Like, that's a little kind of steep. And also, I think that the microtransactions should be nerfed a little bit. Maybe not spend $20 on a bundle. That would be kind of great. Instead, make it $15 to kind of like the DLC is, because that's basically what the pack is. It's one of the in-game bundles. It's just $15 instead of $20. So yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. This is my updated version of the Wildassault and the community itself, and whether you should buy it in 2026. My opinion, hold off. That's going to do it for this episode, or this YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you think about the community and what your honest opinions are about the game and what you would like to see in the future, possibly. And, yeah, like I said, that's going to do it for me. Have a good one.